the game well. It became very clear quickly. They're playing like 5-4-1. You're gonna have to be a bit patient to break them down. There was a couple of mishaps, and Crystal Palace, as the first half went on, they were kind of like breaking and things like that. And there was a couple moments you're thinking, "Oh, Trossard, I think you had a bad boy game today. Timber, you know what you need to do. Rice, superb. Big up Mascara for coming off the bench and dealing with it. I hope, and I think everybody hopes that there's no more injury concerns on top of the guys that we've got injured already. But it's nice to do what we're doing. It is nice. Now, obviously, I hope you lot missed me. Pretty sure you didn't, but I was on TalkSport today and I was making notes, man. Like, first 20 minutes, as I said, I feel a couple Crystal Palace counters. Other than that, it weren't really that. You lot know I'm a big fan of Zubamendi. I think in the first half, he was getting caught on the ball. He was moving a bit mad, if I'm brutally honest. It became clear, as I said, we're going to have to be patient if we are to get a goal. It was lovely to see Eze score in the manner he did. Really and truly, job done, man. Obviously, the ball's come into the box. You know what Rice does? Someone's got the flick on. Obviously, Eze, and you should have scored a somewhat, not similar, but similar goal against West Ham. He's done the business for us, people. Second half, obviously, it bewildered me when Mascara came on for Saliba. Hope everything's done. It did become a bit scrappy. And I'm sure, obviously, the boys, the manager, the coaches, everybody's got to focus on what's in front of them, innit? But to a degree, you are starting to think, rah, what if Aston Villa, well, it would have probably filtered through that Aston Villa have taken the lead. We all know where Liverpool were concerned. We just need to get the 3 points. Every game is very difficult. And respectfully, Glasgow and Crystal Palace, they last two. This has been a bad week for them, but they're a good team. They're a good team with a great coach. They made it difficult. I don't agree with the social media saying Saka had a bad game. I think he did needed to come off when he came off. I was a bit nervous. Shout Hincapié for us seeing him again. Big up Miles Lewis-Skelly and big up everybody, man. It was a calm day at the office. Clean sheet, 3 points, professional performance, really. Of course, we could have scored more. It was lovely to see us score in the first half, but we did what needed to be done, people. Like, there isn't really too much to say with that. In terms of going to the next level, obviously, Crystal Palace are difficult to break down, but I think it's not I think, I know we scored. We obviously scored, people. So we got the goal. I think we had 3 shots on target. So obviously shot creation and chance conversion could be better. I'll be real, Gyökeres second half, you weren't terrible, but there was a couple of moments I was thinking, the ball's falling to you, like kind of what you did against Leeds. There was a couple of those kind of moments. I think everybody did their shift for the team, really. I couldn't sit here and tell you man of the match. For me, it would be between Timber and Trossard. And I know Eze got the goal and he had a good game, but I wouldn't give him man of the match. But it needs to be men of the match, innit? Like, we showed maturity. We defended well, even to the point where, obviously, we're not invincible. Like, well, we are Arsenal. It's in our history, but teams need to, I hope they don't, but teams need to find another way to break us down, because just launching it into the box, that's almost the basic component of defending. Before you talk about shape and following runners and all of those kind of things, that's food and drink to my boys. Keep putting in the box like that. You see them dealing with it. Big up Raya with the time wasting as well. So, like every Arsenal fan, I'm a happy lad. We did what needed to be done. We got the 3 points, and we just keep it pushing. It's as simple as that, people. Like I said, you bring it up statistically in the game in its totality. We deserve to win. We had 4 corners, they had 3. We had 9 shots, they had 5. They had none on target, so it shows that we're stifling teams once again. We had 3 shots on target. Obviously, we can do a lot better. We've got a 50, 60 odd million striker. Saka's 100 million pounds player easily. Rice is 100 million playing in the A. Eze 60 odd. So we can do a bit better, but it's not every game scoring a million goals. And for me, I'm always wary in the Premier League when you take the lead, because there are going to be times we score first and draw, but no one gives you 3 points. 3 points are hard to come by, even though we're making it look easy. So I'm a happy lad, if I'm honest with you. In terms of player ratings, big up you lot. Smash the like button, people, if you're tuned in. And again, we've got to make this, I just want to be around Arsenal fans, if I'm honest. So it's immediate subscriber mode, people. So yeah, player ratings. Raya 6, 7, like it was not bad, but you didn't have nothing to do really. Timber 9 out of 10. I think you were good. Saliba, in the minutes you played, there was a little F up at the beginning where you've tried to exert a bit of strength from Mateta and he's rolled you, but other than that, I'll give you a 7. Gabriel, I'll give you an 8. I think you were cold. Calafiori until you came off, I'll give you a 7. I think you did what you needed to do. Rice, I'll give you an 8. I'll give you an 8. Zubamendi, second half, I think you clawed it back, but I think it's a good 6 from Zubamendi. Like, I'm going to watch the game again, because sometimes we get it wrong, but I needed a bit more. Saka, I think you were good, man. I'm going to give you a 7 like your namesake. Eze, I'm going to give you a 7 plus a bonus point, so 8. I'm not going to lie, man. I might be jumping Gyökeres, I give you a 7. No, I'll give you a 6. I'll give you a 6. You try the thing. I might have jumped the gun. I'm gonna watch the game again, but Trossard, I'll give you an 8. I think Trossard was good today. I'll be real. I think Trossard had a very good game today in all aspects, especially in the second half. When not that we're not showing courage, but need a bit of guile, need you to hold on to the ball a bit, need to relieve pressure. And I think he put a real big shift in terms of the bench. Christian Mascara, 7, strong 7. You played 45 minutes, you did your thing. In Capia, you weren't really on the field that long enough, but a good 6. Martinelli a 6. Marino, I'm not gonna lie. When we brought on Marino in midfield, I was thinking, oh, Gaffer, I know him and Zubimendi got a little partnership. Is that the game for it? I was thinking, yo, Norgard, bring on Norgard. Like, just want a bit of steel, but it all worked out. Marino 6, Miles Lewis Skelly 6. We just keep it moving. It's as simple as that, and it's on to Brighton now, which we will be doing a watch along for. We won't be doing a watch along for Burnley if things stay the way they are, people. We won't be doing a watch along for Burnley, but on to Brighton, innit? On to Brighton. The only negative about the game is obviously he could have scored some more goals, and you're a bit nervous around the injuries. You know, Calafiori came up. Saliba's the one I'm more concerned about. Well, Rice as well, because Rice is as tough as old boots. Rice will not come off unless he needs to, and maybe we've ran him a bit into the ground. But yeah, Rice scares me because of what you saw. Saliba because. Did you have a knock going in? When I see them kind of things, now granted, I might have missed it. He might have took a knock in the game and things like that. But when I see you come off at halftime, I think that's a thing where you might not have been 100%. You've pushed to start, you've pushed to do your thing, you've given it a good goal, and you've needed to come off in it really and truly. You needed to come off. So, and we know going into this game, Gabriel Magalhaes was the one that was always he gonna play. He's effective in both ends for obvious reasons. So. We've got a bit of nervous wait to find out actually what 3 of our back 4 is saying. Like Magalhaes, we need to know that you're okay now because you did play. Obviously, Saliba's come off at halftime. Calafiori, you hear he's got a knock, and obviously Mr. Declan Rice, Declan twice, Declan Beckham, man. But I'm a happy gooner, man. What are you lot saying in the chat, people? I just got my thoughts off, man. Do you think Liverpool should have had a pen in the first half? Nah, big up everybody tuned in. Big up everyone tuned in. It shouldn't say watch along anymore. I'm here now. I was on TalkSport. I weren't at the game. Dreadful football. It weren't amazing. And clearly, you know, you look at the metrics, yeah. The metrics, they tell us that we're stepping in the right direction. You can't forget it, but forget set pieces, forget our defensive ethos, forget all of that part that offer us attacking this. We're getting more touches in the box. We are creating a lot more chances. You know, them kind of things are moving in the right direction. Clearly, it needs to go up. And this is why, as much as I'm happy with the start, and it does feel like we're inevitable from set pieces and how we defend, we just need to keep going. Liverpool will sort it out. They will sort it out. City, they've taken a stumble, but they're still here. I don't think any team in the Premier League is in their final form. Like, our defenders are doing their thing, but we're a much better defensive side than we are an attacking side. And it was kind of like Thomas Tuchel was there, George Graham was there. Like, obviously, it's not quite the George Graham sides, but he must have wanted to shed a tear that we're going back to that kind of stuff. But yeah, park off our defenders, our defensive outlook, and all of that. Our defensive ethos has been a lot better for the last few years. You know, we've been working a lot more. Well, I don't know, and goals win games, but it appears to me, not just this season or last season or the season before, there's been more of an emphasis on defending, right? So our whole defensive outlook, how we press from the front, how we do mid and low blocks, all of that stuff's great. But you look in the middle of the pitch, Rice and Zubimendi, every game they're getting better. This is their first season playing together. Eze's learning a lot individually and collectively, and you see how that ties into the midfield three. Obviously, Saka and Timber have been here, but that relationship is still developing. Gyökeres, and whether it's with Odegaard and whoever, that's still developing. Trossard and Gyökeres is still developing. So there's a lot, and even the players that are injured, Odegaard was getting into a bit of form. Madueke, we just need goals. There's a lot of positives, like building blocks in the attacking realms, but we need to learn to kind of turn these statistics into just simply getting more goals. We're not going to blitz sides every week, sorry. And when you play teams like this, they're going to be good defensively, but all you need to do is give us because really and truly, we could have scored some more. We had Eze had I'm sure Eze had another chance. Saka had an effort that went wide. There was a couple of half chances, but we need to learn how to like see it out. Like, I wouldn't say I was shook and nervous that we would concede. I think we've earned that right to be courageous, but we just needed a bit of breathing space, if I'm honest with you. But not every game needs to be amazing. We've played a lot of games now. You throw in a couple of games that people have played for their country. The fixture list is getting relentless. Sometimes you just need to stick and move and just keep it pushing. And that's what we've done. I feel I've seen maturity in how we've dealt with our business today against Crystal Palace. I would say Fulham. I would say West Ham. Newcastle's a bit different because I think we showed maturity in the games. I said, I think Newcastle, we showed courage. I think we started well. We reacted to setbacks. Obviously, we got the job done. And it does make me think we can't go back in time. We will stumble in the future, and we have stumbled already. But it does make me think, Gaffer, you see the way we're feeling about our club and what we're doing now? Imagine we was a bit braver for not just 45 minutes, but 90 minutes at home to City. Imagine with the Liverpool game and whatnot, like what could have happened. But we can't go back in time, man. All we can do is look forward. And yeah, man, 3 points. Good day at the office. We now focus on Brighton. And I want, well, there's going to have to be some level of rotation in it. There's going to have to be. You'd imagine Hincapie and Miles Lewis Skelly get a start. But yeah, Brighton's not easy. But we'll deal with that tomorrow, man. Keep it rolling, man. Eze comes back to shit on the Eagles. Love to see it. I love to see the fact that he celebrated. Obviously, it was muted celebrations, but he celebrated, and it must have been conflicted. Everybody knew it was written in the stars. It's just like Rice was going to bag. If I'm honest, there was only one time I was shook in the game. Not because we're doing anything to make me shook. It's just football's not predictable, but it's kind of weird in that when Eddie Nketiah has come off the bench, like I'm not shook at Eddie, but I'm just thinking, you know what? Obviously, you know, you've come through our academy. You might be the one to get your own little you've scored and not celebrating. But fortunately, that wasn't the thing. And to be fair to you, man, like we've come against some very good sides, like some very good sides with a lot of danger, man. And we've coped well, man. We're coping well. We just need to keep it pushing. I'm not a fan of like big up Talksport. I was on Talksport and like this narrative, like they're trying to, like, it feels like apart from Arsenal fans, of course, we're happy we're winning games, we're talking about the title, but like everyone's acting like it's a formality, like it's done in October. We just need to keep flowing. It's like people want us to just puff out my chest and say, yo, we're doing this and that, and then you draw us out. You're allowed to be confident. We've got a fucking good chance of winning this Premier League. Don't get it twisted. I don't necessarily, like, I look at Liverpool, I look at City, I look at us. I think it's an equal, quote unquote, playing field. I think there's reasons for both teams to be, or all three teams to be more positive or negative than the others. With us, we've got stability. It sounds mad because we brought in 8 players, but we haven't done the wholesale kind of changes thing that Liverpool have done, open heart surgery, you know, bearing more or less a different 11, quote unquote, with them. City have their own issues. So we've got that stability, we've got that grit, we've got that defensive determination. For me, when I start to see, you see the same way we wax lyrical about our defending and our defenders, when I'm starting to say that about our attackers, and we are gassing up Zubamendi, we are gassing up Rice, when I start to say that about Saka, about Eze, about Trossard, about Nelly, about Gyökeres, it's dangerous, it's dark, it's scary. But not for us. Corner boys in the building, set piece FC, and everyone buoyed us. Oh, you just play set pieces and you play for corners. Every fucking week I am seeing teams rely on, big up Brentford, because their manager was their set piece coach. Everyone's relying on set. Hit them lot down the road. Like we watched the Everton game. Like everybody's doing the set piece thing. We're innovators. I can't wait till they sit there and say, Mikel, like with Pep, Mikel Arteta's ruined the league and stuff. We're here, man. We're here now, Arsenal fans, man. Big up everyone that doesn't support my club that was doing the hate watch thing, but boy,